What's up, guys? Impromptu video. A lot going on this week. Welcome to a very impromptu Yakin with Yukon. I don't think anybody's here. That's okay. Well, this will probably be mostly a playback type live for most of you since it was so impromptu. But there's big news out of Hasbro that I want to cover. Also, want to cover WWE and the Mandalorian. Yeah, you like that shirt? You would. What's up, buddy? What is up? Hey, Archer. How you doing, my man? So yeah, a lot to talk about. Three topics I'd like to go over, and definitely want to get you guys input. I kind of got roasted over the coals a little bit for my big mouth on the Mandalorian earlier today, so we'll go into that, go into WWE, and let's get right to the number one item. I have this on my phone, so bear with me. I just read this. I haven't been on Instagram all evening, but big news out of Hasbro. I'm going to read you their blurb. We wanted to share an update on packaging for Hasbro's 6-inch scale figures. Based on your feedback, we will be reintroducing windows and blisters to our 6-inch fan figures beginning later this year. Into 2024, select products across our portfolio of brands, including G.I. Joe Classified, Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Star Wars Black Series, Marvel Legends. This will eventually expand to all new 6-inch figure releases. The new windows and blisters will be made of a bio PET or a recycled PET, helping us achieve our priority of meeting our fans' expectations for extraordinary packaging and superior design while still developing packaging that minimizes waste and the use of virgin plastic. So, what does that mean in layman's terms? What that means in layman's terms is that Hasbro is not doing well. One of the main reasons they're not doing well is windowless packaging. You guys hear it all through every Toy Hunters video. You hear it through my videos. You hear it through everybody's. So, big news. We bitched enough. They caved. Their stock's down. Profits are down. And this is one of the main reasons why. We'll see if price comes down as well. That's to be determined. But for all you inbox collectors, Gary's Grails, Dave, what's up? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Captain Spaulding, what's up? Windy Billy Figs, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining, guys. You guys are always here for me, even when I decide to pull a live stream out of my butt. But yeah, I think for guys like Gary's Grails, I know Ed does a little bit of inbox collecting. I will every once in a while. Big news for you guys. Not even a year into this, Hasbro caved. So that really is, yeah, you're absolutely right, Dave. Inbox collectors definitely are vocal, which they should be. What's up, Colin? Thanks for coming by, man. Um, Inbox collectors are very vocal, and it's awesome that you guys are because this is what did it. It's the masses that did it that put Hasbro in a very difficult spot. They're starting to realize they're losing a huge customer base. Obviously, we are that customer base. It's not kids, it's us. We spend the most money. So kudos to all you guys on putting it together. And yeah, so if you're an inbox collector, rejoice. Today's a good day for you. I don't think there's anybody in the chat here who's going to disagree with this decision by Hasbro for them going back to the packaging. I think it will look different. I don't think it's going to be, if they're talking different type of material other than plastic, who knows what that's going to look like. But I'm pretty sure. Well, I agree. If it's like that Bobo card, yeah, you're right. I'm pretty sure it's going to be better than what we have now because what we have now is garbage. I have gotten lucky myself. I've bought some windowless packaging. I've gotten the figure. The figure's been good. Like Scorch, got Scorch. Haven't had any problems with that so far. Have any of you guys in the chat had any problems with windowless packaging as far as either not getting the figure you wanted or there being a swap or missing accessories? You guys get in the chat. Let me know if you've had any problems with that. So that was the big news. The main reason I wanted to come on. The other reason I wanted to come on is to kind of bitch a little bit, which I've been doing a little bit. What's up, Rolando? Which I've been doing a little bit when it comes to WWE and it comes to the Mandalorian, which is not even the Mandalorian anymore. It's the Bo-Katan show, if you ask me. So let's go ahead and go on WWE since that was the first thing and that travesty that happened for WrestleMania. You guys, what did you think about WrestleMania? I think a lot of people will have the same view I did. Night one was great. I thought there was a lot of great matches. That there was a lot of good things that happened. The Rollins, what's his name? That dude, Logan Paul. That's it. That was a good match. Thought that was a really good match. Um, I think the Rhea Ripley Charlotte Flair match was a good match. Brutal match. I mean, she Charlotte Flair came down right on her nose. You could see her get scuffed up. And then, of course, the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn Usos match was great too. We kind of knew what was going to go on there. By the result of that, I got a feeling what was going to happen night two, and you know, it didn't work out that way. It didn't work out that way at all. So, what's up, collecting with cool? Man, awesome. You guys are so cool. You always show up, even like I said before, even when I just throw one up, say I'm gonna go live. You guys are here. So good to have you, collecting with cool. Um, okay, so you think Cody losing makes sense. It's only been 3 months. Build a story to make him suffer and fight for it. Well, he's suffering, that's for sure. He's suffering. Colin, my thing is with Cody. Okay, so here's my thing with Cody. We pumped him. WWE pumped him. And they started doing this back last WrestleMania when he fought Rollins, right? Okay, so that was the thing. We all kind of knew why Cody wanted to go to WWE. Why did Cody want to go? Well, he had no chance of winning a championship in AEW, right? So, WWE, there's my chance. I want to fulfill the legacy. I want to be what my dad couldn't be. I want to be champion. That's the whole reason Cody went there. He gets hurt, messes up his pec, he's out. But then 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks before the Rumble, we start pushing Cody. And we push Cody. We push Cody for 3 plus months. But then Cody loses. And it's like, it was just such, to me, and they even got him in the bloodline story. They even got him in with Zayn and got him in with Owens. And those three were buddies for a while. And it was just such what's up, Steve-O? How you doing, buddy? Good to have you here. It felt like it was deflating to see Cody lose because I think probably about, this is a guess, this is an opinion, 85 to 90% of people kind of thought it was going to happen. Joe's going to probably school me on this stuff because Joe's the man when it comes to comes to wrestling. So let's see. You said it was going to happen, or maybe it happened. It's okay. If he wasn't out with the torn pec, story would have been built better. He needs to struggle. This is the way to go. Okay. Well, he's going to suffer because now he's on Brock's bad side. You guys, I'm going to give you my opinion on why that happened with Brock. I kind of feel like that was a punishment. I kind of feel like Vince is back in creative. I mean, if you couldn't tell that Vince is in creative, go watch Raw because Raw was about as bad as it's been since Vince left. Do you guys agree or disagree with that? I think Raw was horrible. Your big reveal, your big guy coming back, Riddle? Really? Riddle? I mean, come on, it was terrible. It was horrible. Nobody gives a crap if Riddle's back or not. I mean, the guy's a joke. He's a good performer, but and that was it. I kept sitting here waiting and waiting. Who's going to be the guy? Who's going to be the guy they're going to put in? Is it going to be Orton? I was hoping to be Orton. Is it going to be, is it going to be Jason Jordan? Is it going to be, who knows? But no, it's Riddle. And then they go and they pump up this match literally for 2 hours. Even Jay White, yeah, you're right. Even Jay White said, "Screw it, I'm not doing it." You're absolutely right. Oh, there he is. What's up, Ed? Guys, keep Ed in your prayers. Ed's going through some stuff, so yeah, keep Ed in your prayers, man. I hope you do better. Hope you do better, buddy. Um, but going back to Jay White, yeah, Jay White. I think Jay White made the right decision, Joe. I really do. But it just felt like a Vince show. It felt like Vince said, Trips, get out of the way. I'm running this. And you could see how arrogant, if you guys watched his press conference when they announced T3, what's up, man? I'm sorry to step on your toes. I forgot your live was tonight. So I'm sorry to step on your toes, brother. Did not mean to do that. I thought for sure that Vince was in charge. You could tell that the crazy old man with his little, Papa McMahon mustache, he was feeling good. And you could tell that, he is back in creative, which is really horrible. I mean, to be honest, I think, and you're right. Yeah, the ex-WW guys are buried in ABW, but now there's rumors that there's going to be another mass exodus in WWE due to the fact that Vince is back. He was cocky as hell when it came to the merger with UFC. And you could tell that he had something up his sleeves. You could tell that he was like, yeah, he sat right there and he lied to everybody. I'm not in the weeds, dude. Yes, you are. Vince has a stain about him. Vince has this really bad air that projects through the entire show. And a lot of people are saying, we'll know for sure if Vince is back. He does. He does. He looks just like Jonah Jameson. He does. We'll know for sure if Vince is back when we go and we watch SmackDown tomorrow night. I won't watch SmackDown. I'm playing softball. But when you guys go in, Jeff McElway, what's up, buddy? Um, when you guys watch SmackDown, if SmackDown goes the same way, it doesn't piss us, dude. It doesn't piss us off. It's just something to talk about. It's not. I'm not mad thinking about this. Literally throwing a fit. This is just, we're just talking here. You guys take it a little too serious sometimes when we say that we're upset. I'm not losing sleep over this stuff. So let's just get that out there. I'm definitely not losing sleep. But it is interesting as a fan. I think the one thing that does upset me, and Joe, you'll probably be the best one to back me up on this. It's like with Hasbro. So for you guys joining in, I read the blurb that Hasbro going back to their regular packaging. They're bringing back the window packaging. Okay, so good. They listened. I think the times when people get upset and they do get a little hostile, and do get a little mad, is when companies don't listen. Vince McMahon don't give a shit what we say. It's obvious. Vince is going to do things Vince's way. And I think that's the frustrating part for not only us, the fans, but also the talent. And this is why talent was so eager to come back when Triple H took over, is because you didn't have that. You had somebody who listened. You had somebody who built NXT and was being like, okay, I'm going to help you with the promos, but you guys come up with the promos. You guys build your character. Any other way, man, Vince has got full reign. He's a dictator. And it's like, that's the hard part, guys. Let me get to the comments. I'm rambling. This is an interactive show. Okay. Those floating shelves look, hey, thanks, man. I got some new lights. Shelves are full of Black Series. So yeah, man, thanks a lot. Let me get out of the way so you guys can see they're lit up a little more. So I put some lights up here. They just plug in. And yeah, so thanks, man. Appreciate that. Geek Straw, what is up, Dino? How you doing, buddy? Um, so let's see. Collective Cool. In the new company, Triple H is ahead of creative. They will use Vince to keep fans happy, and eventually NXT will have a bigger TV presence. Plus, thinks UFC crossover events. I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what they say. But again, did we not feel a presence of Vince McMahon on Raw the other night? Did we not feel a presence of Vince McMahon and the way he handles creative um, at WrestleMania? My opinion is yes. I really think that Vince is just kind of BSing us. Okay, so let's look at it this way. If Vince comes straight out and says, "Yes, I'm in charge of creative," what's going to happen? There's a petition. I don't know if you guys know this. There's a petition going on right now on Instagram and probably somewhere else, probably Facebook. Who knows? It could be TikTok. It could be anywhere. But everybody wants to get the chant going at these live events to fire Vince. That's the chant. Fire Vince, fire Vince. They were doing a little bit on Raw the other night. The petition is we don't want Vince. So I think it's going to be interesting to see. I think it's going to be interesting to watch. Vincente Legacy of Nerd. What's up, man? Vincente McMahon Fernandez. You have a point. He will drown out the chats. That's the thing about Vince McMahon. This is kind of demented, but I think the only way we get rid of Vince McMahon is when he passes. I think that's the only way we get rid of Vince McMahon. So it'll be interesting to see, guys. Um, you know, and that's it too, man. Scripted or not, it's passion. Someone has what they like. Yeah, and WWE. I've watched WWE for 25 years. Um, and you've seen the good times, you've seen the bad times. There's been more bad times. Uh, Yeah, exactly. And the only way to show them unhappiness, not to give the money up. Exactly. I think I'm going to back off of WWE for a little while. Kind of let the dust settle, kind of see where it goes, and kind of go from there. So let's see. Let me get back to a couple of comments here. All right. It's like when a sports team loses, it's upsetting sometimes. Yes, it is. It is upsetting. Right. Vince looks like he just tied someone to some railroad tracks as he rides off on a horse, and his cape and top hat blow around. Good one, collecting with cool. Uh, okay, you think it's like 50-50 Triple H and Vince? Yeah, I mean, maybe. It feels more like 75-25, 80-20 right now, I think. So we'll see how that goes. So all right. So Vince is going for the Latino sympathy vote. He's rebooting himself. Damn, Mr. McMahon money bags. That's awesome. You guys are lively tonight, I'll give you that. So yeah, that's my feelings on WWE. I think I'm gonna back off a little. It was cool to see Jay White show up in AEW last night. I did watch that on YouTube this morning between all my meetings at work. But yeah, very cool to see that. So hopefully they AEW is another beast too, where it's like it's just very it's not really doing it. AEW just isn't doing it for me. It's rare I catch AEW anymore. I'm not going out of my way to watch AEW. Kind of like I have with WWE since Triple H took over. But we'll see what happens. All right. So lastly, not entirely lastly, but another topic is the Mandalorian. And oh man, see, here's what happened. I opened my mouth and I got a little raked over the coals today, but that's okay. That's okay. I can take it. It's cool. Um, yeah, when I saw Lizzo and Jack Black as cameos last night, I watched it last night with my wife. It was one of those WTF moments. Like, what are we doing here? I mean, it just felt so weird. And then I see Christopher Lloyd, who looks like he's about 95 years old, um, which he's got to be probably in his 80s, I would imagine. Yeah, that was just I couldn't get into it after I saw those cameos. I don't know why. Maybe it was just a mental block, but I thought the story was stupid. To be honest with you guys, I thought it was a stupid story. I thought that having to go fix the droids to go talk to a group of Mandalorians that Bo-Katan was in charge of previously was just kind of I don't know. It felt like a 5-year-old wrote it. It just didn't feel real good to me. Okay, so again, I have a little bit higher standards with Mandalorian due to season 1 and season 2, like a lot of you guys probably do. Very well done. And again, to me, my opinion, I feel Kathleen Kennedy like over John Favreau's shoulder, like you need to put this in, you need to put that in. It feels that way. Whether that's true or not, it feels that way. It feels like she's just 84. Okay. All right. So he's getting up there. Christopher Lloyd, 84. It just feels like the judge from Roger Rabbit. It just feels like Kathleen Kennedy's a little more involved this season. It doesn't feel like things are progressing the way they did. It's taken a long time to kind of get to the point. Okay, the point is now we're finding more Mandalorians to join all the tribes together. Okay, that's cool. But why do we need I don't understand the part where we have Jack Black and Lizzo in. It just was weird. I felt it weird. I felt it as unnecessary. But if you guys liked it, great. Happy you liked it. The problem with commenting on Star Wars material is Star Wars fans. I've said this before. Star Wars fans are some of the most toxic in the entire land. That's not saying you guys are, but there are a ton of toxic Star Wars. I fell asleep most of the episodes. I mean, I was close with you, man. Dean, I was really close with you. There was a couple of episodes I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching here. But the problem with a lot of Star Wars fans and a lot of things when you get things going, it becomes very in your face. And it's like, no, you're wrong because of this. No, you're wrong because of that. So, there's a little bit of that today, which is fine. But I think what do we got? 2 episodes left. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's 2 episodes left. I mean, it's really got to pick up for me. It's really got to be a really solid 2 episodes for me to consider this season to be a success. I don't think it's a success. I think it's a failure on Mandalorian level. I'm with you, Colin. I didn't feel the first 4 episodes either. There's parts of the first few episodes. Um, you know, yeah, I get the Clone Wars. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you liked it, Steve. I'm really happy that you liked it, man. I just didn't. I didn't feel it. Dean's had enough. Dean's like, nope, I'm done. I've had enough. I want it to be over. Forget it. But I mean, you guys tell me you tell me if you agree with me or not. Is this not the creme de la creme of Disney Star Wars? Is the Mandalorian not been the best thing that Disney Star Wars has done? This feels like it's a step back. This season feels like it's a step back. Instead of it being continuing to be the creme de la creme of Star Wars Disney, it feels like it's kind of coming back. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I enjoyed Obi-Wan more than I enjoyed this. So, um, Steve, I just subscribed to your channel. Oh man. So let's see. The character Lloyd played could be tied to Moff Gideon. Okay, with him being a sympathizer for separatist movements, having so much respect for Dooku, make me think he might be connected to Gideon. I would agree with that, and I will say this, Dave. I love the Count Dooku reference. I love that. I love that they brought a little more to Dooku on his own because other than a little bit in the Clone Wars and what we got from Attack of the Clones and that small bit in Revenge of the Sith, we don't have a lot of Count Dooku material. So even for him to be mentioned, I think is a good step forward for that character and that sort of thing. Feels very much like Book of Boba Fett when Mando showed up. Yeah, yeah, I'll agree. It's like okay. So here's the deal, Dave. You have a great point. It's like Bo Katan is kind of doing what Mando had to do for Book of Boba Fett, and Bo Katan's kind of having to do that for Mando. It does it feel like Mando's a sidekick right now? I mean, I think you've actually had a lot of good points today, Dave. So pat yourself on the back, buddy. You're doing great. It feels like the Mandalorian is like Bo Katan's sidekick right now. It's like Bo Katan's like the main character right now. And this actually went a totally different way than I thought it would. I actually thought Bo Katan was gonna be the antagonist. I actually thought she was gonna be bad. There'd be a fight at the season finale for the dark saber. She'd get it, and then we'd kind of move on and progress in season 4. I was totally wrong. Me and General Kenobi, we talked about that, and he actually agreed with me. I haven't talked to him since then about that, if he's changed his mind, but that's kind of where I thought it was. Completely different. Total swerve that she's kind of in with the clan. She's all down with the Mando and that sort of thing. I don't like seeing the Mando as a second rate character. I like seeing Din Djarin as the main character. Doesn't feel like Din Djarin's the main character. Feels like Bo Katan's the main character. We sprinkle in a little bit of Grogu for cuteness. We have some cameos. And I think that right now the writers think that's enough. And we don't have much of a story. And we've had a lot of different sub stories throughout the season, but not one big story, not one big plot. That's how I see it right now. So, Dean, season 1 was so good that it's extremely hard to come close. You're absolutely right. But that's the bar they set. And when you set that bar, you need to try your best to get to it. I agree. Katie Sackhoff's doing great. I think she's a great Bo Katan. I think she does really good. But again, is there enough of a story? Is there a big picture? If there's a big, what do you guys think? What is the big picture? You tell me. Is the big picture joining all the Mandos together? Is the big picture going to be Moff Gideon coming back? We saw at the end of last episode last week that there was Beskar within that Imperial shuttle. What are we going to get? You guys tell me. Dave says, I'm hoping that the writers don't ship Bo and Din because she hated him at the first, and now it's like she's got all the respect. I miss Mando. I'm totally with you. I miss Mando the way he was in season 1 and season 2 now. Like I said, it feels like he's a sidekick. It feels like he's not the main character. And, some comic relief is Jack Black. I guess it's like yeah. Well, I agree. They're definitely getting all the Mandos together. Totally agree with that. Absolutely agree that all the Mandos will get together by the end of the season. But then from there, where do we go from there? I mean, honestly, if it was going to be this way, I'm kind of with a lot of people when they say I kind of wish it ended at episode in season 2. I think that would have been great. They ended at season 2, and we saw what we saw. But then they had to go and they had to switch Grogu leaving Luke. I think it would have been better if Grogu stayed with Luke and you just kind of let it go and we move on. But Book of Boba Fett was so boring. We needed to we needed to get things going for that. So guys, that's just my take. 2 episodes left. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it picks up. I've been saying that for 6 weeks. We'll see what happens. Like clone troopers, they fly, they fly now. This episode made me say about the battle jets. They run now. Yeah, it's like when did they start running? When did they ever start doing that? And it's the funny thing about that scene too was like he's just kicking them to see if they're gonna attack him. I mean, it's like what my 5-year-old do, just gonna kick the robot to see if it's gonna attack. He was just so I mean, it was bad writing. I'm gonna be honest. It was bad writing. And I have high expectations. I'm hard to please when it comes to Mando because I think Mando's the best thing going. It's really the only Star Wars material other than Obi-Wan that I've really watched religiously um, since Disney took over. And right now, I have to kind of convince myself to nanobots make you run. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I kind of have to convince myself to watch it. I'm not sitting there on Wednesday morning pulling it up. I'm sitting there Thursday night, Friday, maybe late Wednesday night, and I'm like, oh yeah, Mando's on. Well, let's see what it's about this time. So, all right, so there you go. Those are the topics I wanted to cover. Collecting wise, what are you guys out there looking for? What are you trying to find? I know there's been a lot of clearance going on. Um, I found some stuff lately. I got a couple things. Finally got Mr. Freeze. I was delayed 5 times by Amazon to get Mr. Freeze, but I finally got the DC Multiverse Mr. Freeze. Hey, now one sec. Let me grab him, show him to you guys real quick here. Oh, he's way over here. This is not good TV, but that's all right. So I got Mr. Freeze finally. 5 times from Amazon. I tried to go to the Big Bad Toy Store, but sold out. Hard figure to get, guys. If you want to see an awesome custom of Mr. Freeze, go to Mad About Toys. Check out Matt's custom of this. Great work. Matt is the man. Matt does great work. So go check out his channel. He's not on here now, but definitely go check out his custom of Mr. Freeze because it's freaking awesome. Also pulled up the DC Multiverse Armored Batman today. Got this from Amazon. This thing looks really cool. Um, like this a lot. I mean, it almost feels a deluxe figure with the wings and stuff. Let's see. I can't really get you guys a good photo, but there's the back of it. Probably do a 60-second review on this. I do have a new video coming out tomorrow on the Batman animated series gold label deluxe edition, the one with the lightning that you can light up in the buildings, and it's the animated series Batman. So check that out. That'll be up at 9 a.m. Central Time tomorrow. So that's going to be a review. Going to try to do a toy hunt this weekend. Don't know how that'll go. It is Easter weekend, so if we don't get one, we don't get one. That's the way it goes. Also put up a completely different type of video today. What's the difference between happiness and joy? So if you want to check that out, go check that out. Like I said, it's a totally different video than what you might be used to seeing on this channel, but that's something that I'm working on and doing and actually really enjoying doing it. I did find the 6-inch figure Belloc at Target. Yep. The only one I haven't found, Steve-O, is Indy. So, yeah, I found him. He looks all right. The one thing about that is, so I watched Gary's Grail's review on Indy. I'm really disappointed his hat doesn't come off because um, Arnold Tout, the Nazi, his hat does come off. So disappointed that Indy's hat doesn't come off. I was really hoping it would. So I don't know about those. I'm not sure if I'm going to get those. Steve-O, I was on your retro premiere that you did. Good job on those. Those look pretty cool. And you have them all except for Belloc. Yeah, if I run across them, Steve, I'll let you know, man. I'll get them for you and we can work that out. But yeah, I don't know about the indie figures, guys. I'm just not sure about them. I mean, they're actually flying off the shelves pretty good. I found them a couple times. Within the next day, they're gone. So I think they're gonna be a little tough at first. You have an extra indie? Okay, well, if I find Belloc, maybe we'll just do a trade, man. So I'll keep my eyes out for Belloc. So hold on to that indie for me. And if I find Belloc, we could just do a trade, man. So we'll just keep that in the back of your mind. So I'll let you know if I find them, Steve-O. Um, just not sure about the indie figures. I don't know. The windowless packaging is getting me. I know there's been a lot. I think you're right, Colin. I think they will be sitting eventually. Um, I don't know. I think Indy's going to be the hardest to get. Honestly, I think he's going to be the one that's the toughest. You've been seeing him consistently. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've only seen him twice at Target. You ain't gonna find nothing at Walmart. I never find. All right, cool. You down to trade? Sweet. So I'll let you know when I find Belloc, if I find Belloc. You might find him before me, Steve. You're in Florida. You find stuff way before I do in Oklahoma, man. So you probably find him first. All right. So Dino, you're doing a review and a comparison retro with vintage and put them with your vintage. Okay, cool, man. Your vintage Will Souls. Nice. Nice. See, definitely check that out, guys. Check out Dino's comparison. Yeah, man. I never find anything at Walmart. Like my Walmart hasn't even put anything hardly on clearance. Like I know a lot of people are finding those Galaxy Rogue Squadron vehicles on clearance where you can get the transport for like $10 and you can get the Razor Crest for like 20. My Walmart hasn't even done that. They haven't gotten anything new in a month, 2 months. I think found some new Transformers there the other day, but not much. It's very, very tough to find anything at Walmart. It's pretty much Target or bust anymore, which I don't like either. So is what it is. But yeah, like I said, Indy, I'll probably wait for a clearance. You know, if I find Belloc, me and Steve will do a trade. But I think Indy's the only one right now. Although I do like the Donovan. The Donovan looks good. The Donovan looks awesome. I like it how he is at the end of the movie when he drinks from the wrong grill and he gets long hair and he gets all corpsed out. So I do like that one. I would consider that one. Nothing from Temple of Doom. I'm not a Temple of Doom guy, so I probably wouldn't go down that route. But yeah. All right, guys. It's getting late. Steve-O, you're at like 10:15, man. So So, Steve-O, message me on Instagram. I've got a question for you, man. So, message me. Um, this will probably be the last. I might do another impromptu live next week. I feel weird if I don't do this like every week because me and no man, I like Temple. Temple's terrible. I don't like Temple. No, I like So I like Last Crusade and the original Crystal Skull. No, no Temple. I don't know what it is about Temple. It just felt. I don't know what the word is. It just didn't. I just didn't like Temple. Um, I like Short Round, but Last Crusade's my jam. That one's. I mean, it's hard to beat Last Crusade for me. I think that one's phenomenal. Yeah, Dave. Me and Dave are on the same page. Last Crusade is the best. Yeah. I mean, the dinner scene's cool in Temple. The dinner scene's hilarious. I love that scene. But as a whole, it's probably my second to least favorite next to the Crystal Skull thing. Um, and we'll see what this geriatric Indiana Jones turns out to be here in what is it, June? Uh, I doubt I'll see that in the theater. I'll probably wait for a digital on that one. I doubt I'm going to see anything in the theater. Oh, you got 3 Lego sets today. Nice, nice. I doubt I'm going to see anything in the theater this summer. Transformers ain't doing it for me. Um, yeah, I just don't know, guys. We'll wait and see. Um, Not sure. But going back to the lives, might do another impromptu live next week sometime. Not sure when. Obviously, we do not have a Yakin with Yukon this Sunday, as I've mentioned many times. It's Easter. Not doing that. Next Sunday, the 16th, Bite Size Geek. I've pushed him a little bit. I need to actually get with him and make sure he's good with that because we made that reservation and that booking about 2 months ago. So I need to make sure that he's still down with that. If not, I'll probably do a Q&A with you guys. I think that would be cool. Um, and then the week after is everything's plastic. Chris is a good guy. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, like I said, probably a impromptu live next week based on what is revealed. Oh, hey, wait, one thing. Before I go, Black Chrysanthemum. Who's pre-ordering it, and are you concerned about the size? Because if you guys if you want to laugh, let me give you the name of a guy. If you know if you know this guy. If you want to laugh and you want to see somebody go completely nuts over action figures and Hasbro and news that comes out of Hasbro, go to the Jersey Maniac on Instagram. The guy is crazy, but he's really right on the money when it comes to what Hasbro's doing and everything else. His big concern was, is Black Chrysanthemum going to be the right size? Because I think he needs to be about 7, 8 inch figure. Size does matter. Yes, it does. So somebody stole a shot from the package where it says Black Chrysanthemum is going to be 6.9 inches, which is actually shorter than Chewbacca. That's concerning. That's very concerning. 34, too much. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't disagree with you, Dave. That 34 is too much. I bet he will go down. He's supposed to come out right around. He's supposed to come out right around November 1st. It'll probably be sooner, but during Christmas, during that whole holiday rush and everything, he's probably going to go down. You probably get him just like the deluxe Boba Fett last year. You probably get him 25. You know, but that concerns me on the 6.9 inches that he's not going to be big enough. But we'll see. I did pre-order him. I was a sucker for that one, just because I was so happy we actually got one that actually looked halfway decent. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure, man. But all right, well that's enough. I'm rambling. I'm tired. You guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. As always, being in the chat, you guys showing up every time. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for being here for me. Happy Easter to you all. And we will see you guys again probably next week. I'll let you know. Definitely back on the 16th with Bite Size Geek. Thank you, Steve-O. Thank you, Captain Spaulding, Geekstrong, Dave's Dimension, Colin, Joe, Ed. Who else am I forgetting? I want to name you all off because you guys are cool as hell. All you guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys again soon. You guys have a great night. Don't forget, new review up tomorrow. My mouse quit working. Up tomorrow, 9 a.m. See you guys soon. Have a good one. Later.